Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, today we will discuss about chapter 3 as we discussed chapter 3 in our previous lectures. So today it's an overview of biodiversity. So first we will discuss about the hierarchy, that what is hierarchy of taxonomy. As we discussed that taxonomy, it is the arrangement of organisms into groups and subgroups, and taxonomy it also introduced by Swedish naturalist Carolus Linnaeus, and he proposed a system of different ranks or levels for the classification of organisms, and such ranks are called taxa. So the taxa are arranged like a ladder, and these are started from the larger and more general to the smaller and more specific. Now we will started from the species, which is more smaller. Now species, what is a species? It is the basic and smallest unit of classification, and we can say that in the definition of a species we must emphasize on their existence in nature, because two organisms related to different but closely related species can crossbreed under artificial conditions, and in such unnatural crosses they usually produce infertile offspring. For example, if we take an example of a male donkey and a female horse, so they will be produce an infertile mule. Moreover, this definition can be useful for the classifying sexually reproducing organisms only. And however, many organisms, for example bacteria, many other unicellular organisms and fungi, they reproduce only asexually, and these organisms do not interbreed. So it is difficult to differentiate between two species of these organisms. And biologists, they generally agree on the fact that species, they are the group of organisms with similar characteristics, and they can be distinguished from other species, and they do not normally interbreed with other species in nature. Now genus, it is a group of species that are similar in some characters. Now family, closely related genera are grouped into a family. Order, closely related families are grouped into one order, and then closely related orders are grouped into a class. Closely related classes, they are grouped into a phylum, and then closely related phylum are grouped into a kingdom, and a kingdom, it is the largest axon of classification system. It means that we are having only 5 kingdoms. For example, we are having kingdom Prokaryota, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Now taxonomy, hierarchy of man. So we will start it from the kingdom man, having kingdom Animalia, and it's belong to phylum Chordata. It's having a class mammals, Mammalia, and its order is primates. Its family is Hominida, and genus is Homo, and species is Homo sapiens. So species, it is the zoological name of the man. Now conservation of biodiversity, we will discuss about conservation. So use of natural resources in a wise manner is known as conservation of biodiversity. Now importance of biodiversity, we need for the present generation. It means that biodiversity, we also need biodiversity for the present generation as well as for the future generation, and different steps are taken for the conservation of biodiversity. For example, planting trees, conserve forest, environmental laws, awareness to media, and reduce overhunting. So all are these steps which are taken for the conservation of biodiversity. So planting tree, it means that we should plant more and more trees for conservation of biodiversity. And conserve forest, we must conserve our forest. Environmental laws, awareness through media. So all these are steps which we should have taken for the conservation of biodiversity. For example, if we said that planting trees, so it means that we should plant more and more trees. So all these are steps which we should taken for the conservation of biodiversity. Now I'll discuss about the species, and we are having three categories. We are having three categories of species. For example, first one is extinct species, endangered species, and threatened species. Now what does extinct species means? Extinct species, it means that a species that no longer lives in an ecosystem is said to be extinct in that ecosystem. A species that no longer live anywhere on the earth is known as extinct species, and we are having a common example of dinosaur, that they are not found anywhere on the earth. And extinct species, extinct animals in Pakistan are Asiatic cheetah, tiger, lion, Indian wild ass, Indian one-horned rhinoceros, etc. So all these are examples of extinct animals in Pakistan. Now endangered species, the species which are in the danger of extinction are called endangered species. So in Pakistan, 31 species of mammals, 20 species of birds, and 5 species of reptiles, they are endangered. And endangered species of plants, Rafflesia, yew, chilgoza, and cinnabar, they are endangered species of plants. Now endangered species of animals, Cobra bustard, Telur, and Capra falconeri markhor, they are come in the category of endangered species. Now threatened species. Threatened species, the species which are likely to become endangered in the near future, they are known as threatened species. For example, giant panda, penguin, tiger, polar bear, mountain gorilla, monarch butterfly, and it's butterfly of America. So it is American butterfly. So all these are the species. Also fishing cat, Pallas cat, otter, snow leopard, and brown bear, they are come in the category of threatened species. Now impact of human beings on the biodiversity. So due to the human activities, the biodiversity of many areas and the earth as a whole is decreasing day by day. So first one is habitat loss and deforestation. So all these are impact of human beings on the biodiversity. For example, all species having a specific food and habitat needs. And habitat loss means destruction of natural habitat of a species. And we are utilizing land and natural resources and destroying valuable habitat of wildlife. For example, in order to cope with the demand of food, people are clearing forest and developing agricultural lands and residential colonies. And in Pakistan, forests cover only 5.2% of the land, and the forest area in Pakistan is shrinking very fast. As you know that Pakistan has the highest annual deforestation rate in Asia. So impact of human being on biodiversity, so habitat loss and deforestation. So it is the first impact of human beings on the biodiversity. Now next we will discuss about the overhunting. So overhunting of animal is also a cause of loss of biodiversity, and in Pakistan various animals like lizards, snakes, crocodiles, and larger mammals are hunted for various purposes. And we also know that a large number of migratory birds passing through Chitral are hunted and killed during their migration. Now next is introduction or removal of species. So introduction or removal species, it means that when a new species is introduced in an ecosystem, or when a species it is removed from the ecosystem, so it will cause a bad effect on the ecosystem. So it's also impact of human beings. For example, eucalyptus trees were imported to Pakistan from Australia, and these trees consume more water and have disturbed the level of underground water. So other smaller plants cannot grow near these trees. And the removal of a species from an ecosystem also affect other species. For example, if we take an example, very common example of trees, that if trees they will be removed from the ecosystem, then it will also cause the effect on the other species which are found in the ecosystem. So removal of one species can cause bad effect on other species which are present in the ecosystem. Now, rapid industrialization, the chemical pollutants released from the industries are harmful for species and ecosystem. And pollution is not recognized as a cause of extinction, but it usually harms the species which live in small areas. Now, major steps they taken for the conservation of biodiversity, for example, for the protection of dolphin fish, so Indus Dolphin Project, Protected Area Management Project, and Marine Turtle Project, ban on hunting of markhor. So all these they are the projects which are taken for the conservation of biodiversity. Project on Chiltern markhor, ban on bear beating. So all these are the projects which are taken for the conservation of biodiversity. Hope you all will be understand very much, and it's all about my today's lecture. Inshallah, we'll meet in our next video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.